Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abigail B. On this video today, we're going to be talking about kids' room because we're in one right now. Although it's probably very messy, but we are in a child's bedroom. I'm going to tell you, we are going to be talking about how to really elevate children's room so that it meets the aesthetics of the rest of the home without looking too minimalistic and non-kid friendly. So we want it to still be a creative space, but something that's aesthetically pleasing. Now, how do you achieve that? I am going to be showing you an example of an empty room render, and we're going to develop it along the way and show you the end results, which you're definitely going to be pleased with, and hopefully this will give you inspiration. Now remember, there's so many different types of design styles, and even in kids' room we've got the vintage type of style, we've got the minimalism, monochromatic look, we've got the neutral look, and then we've got the let's have fun, colorful burst look as well. Now you may resonate with some of them, your children may resonate with some of them, but we are just going to be talking about how to really make it look aesthetically pleasing. I would say maybe just even adding all of them together. Now we're going for a gender neutral room because I want it to be applicable to a boy or a girl. I don't want to do two separate videos for that. Although if you do like this video, we can concentrate in a girl's room, we can concentrate in a boy's room, but for me, it probably doesn't even matter because the colors and themes that we're going with here, like it can work with both. And the age range we're going for here, I would say, is between 7 to 9. You could use this for a toddler if you're thinking of developing into a big girl's room or big boy's room, and also may also be okay for some preteens as well. So we're really going to be intentional about how we develop the room because we want it to be sustainable and long standing. So yeah, let's get straight into it. First things first, this room is empty, as you can see, and it's a really good space, I must say, because some rooms are quite small and some are actually really big. And what we're going to do with this room is that it's not just a place for sleep, it's a place to be creative as well. And I think that's really important for children's rooms. Some people may have the advantage of having a playroom as well, but if you don't, or even if you do, there should still be space for learning, quiet time, and some creativity. Now we're going to split the room into two. So we're going to have one space that's for kind of encouraging good sleep, and we're going to have another space where it's going to be conducive environment for learning and creativity. I was talking about this on my Instagram very recently, that when you are having, in order for your room to be conducive and evoke feelings of positivity, you need to think about your direction of lighting and the colors that you use. So if you have kind of a darker themed accent wall behind where you sleep, as you enter the room, you're entering into this kind of moody lighting, this ambience, and it's just setting your mind to say, okay, it's time to sleep. Let's be relaxed. Let's be calm. And then when you wake up, you want a space to be quite rejuvenating, refreshing, something that's kind of awakening you, so that it doesn't kind of make you feel a bit depressed and make you feel sluggish, but it kind of wakes you up and gives you that enlightenment. And the same applies for a children's room as well. If you have a room, I would say, from my personal experience, now you may object to this, as I said, it may not be your style, but I believe that if you have a children's room and it's just very, very it's very loud with its colors all over, it's not really a conducive place for sleep. It will allow the child to have too much activities going on in their mind, makes it quite overwhelming, and it doesn't cause a relaxing environment. So by all means, I'm not saying don't have any colors at all, but let's go for some muted colors. And colors can be in everything, can be all types of aesthetics. It doesn't have to be loud in your face, as I've shown here. So bearing that in mind, if we do want to be a bit playful with colors, let's think about putting this behind the bed. So I have gone for a wallpaper here, and there is a lot going on the wallpaper, but it's also quite subdued as well. And the colors are neutral because we're testing the mind, we're programming the mind to say, come in, child, it's time to relax. They see the bed in front of them, and yeah, it's time to have those feelings and thoughts of relaxation. Nice ambient lights does do that as well, and you can still layer out lights with children's room as well. So you can have your ceiling lights, you can have wall lights, and then you can have desk lamps as well in there. And that feeling and the sense of kind of that warm tone of lights really does help it to be very subdued for the child, and it makes them feel relaxed after a nice warm bath, and they've got the pajamas on, and you're going to do a little bit of reading. It really does evoke and promotes that kind of environment for them. So Now we, oh gosh, sorry. So now we've done that in that area. I would say because we are going for kind of a big girl or big boy's room, I've gone for a single bed, and we've put it more or less in the center of the room. As I said, so it's something as a statement as you walk in. Now we can go with some bedside tables for extra storage, but I maybe opted out of this one for now because we're going to have a separate place where there's going to be storage for clothes and so on and so forth. However, we're going to have sides just for spaces to have maybe like a glass of water or to put the child's book on when you finish reading. So we've done that now. Now, when we come to the other side, as I said, we want to separate the rooms. We don't want it to be completely we don't want it to be completely kind of rejected from the room. It's still part of the room, but it's a separate place. So we don't want the child to come in when it's time for sleep and they're running around picking up toys because it's just there in their face. So this allows it to be a little bit segregated, but it's still flowing with the room as well, having this type of divider in the space. Now, having a desk in the room is perfect so that a child around that age, as I said, we're going up between 7 and 9. If they did want to do the homework during the day, we can have the main lights on, which is bright, so they can do that. But it's just there as well. And then areas of reading. So depending on your routine, you may want to sit down with the child on like a nice seating area, and just kind of get them in that relaxing mode before they go to sleep as well. And this type of environment definitely allows that to happen. Now, when we're talking about the aesthetics here, as I said, I want it to be very warm. I want it to have that kind of ambience, but I also want it to be creative. So how do I bring that creativity and colors without it looking very loud aesthetically? So muted colors are really nice. So you want your pinks, your browns, your greens. All of these colors here look really nice. I would definitely say stay away from maybe red. Yellow, maybe go for mustard. Just make it a bit subtle because it can be very, noisy. um, but yeah, just have it like in very simple areas. Maybe the teddy bear, there might be a teddy bear in the room that's yellow. I'm not saying get rid of it, but when we're talking about the decor, yeah, maybe go for mustard and like your burnt oranges. It just looks really, really nice. And your blues as well. Just add all those different colors in there because it is a child's room. So bring in all of those colors. And to make it very soft and warm, I would say we're going to go for like some warm tones. So warm metals, warm woods in there as well. Just to really, as I said, make it look like there's a theme happening. Because I also think that's quite nice. But we're on the edge here because when it's very, very themed, like, I don't know, Spider-Man theme or one of those themed rooms, I just think they don't look very nice. They're very loud. You get the sense here about me of that loudness. But yeah, I don't like those type of rooms. But yeah, we are going for an aesthetically pleasing room. I don't know if there's a way of doing that and making it look luxurious. I don't know. But yeah, and make sure that everything ties in together. So the bedding, I would say we're going to go for some linens or some cottons. Again, introducing those nice tones as well that really complement the room and coincides with the theme here. So you can really see that coming out in that sense. And the down lights are just so nice as well for the evening as well. Again, just to make it quite relaxing. Pictures, artwork can definitely convey that there's a child in this room, so you can be very playful with that. You can even be playful with your lighting as well, like have something that's quite different, but don't do it too much as well, because when the child is sleeping and they just see all of that happening in the ceiling is just very distracting, and we're taking away what we're trying to do here and that is trying to make them relax. All the books I would say that are on display, if you've got time for this, in the evening, go for like books that talk about sleeping, talk about nighttime, talk about, bedtime relaxation, because again, it's setting the mind to put you in that frame of mind and mood. And then when they wake up, if you've got books in front of you, they can be a bit more energetic and things that just incite some innovation for the child as well. So maybe you can have an area where it has, I don't know, some artwork for them to do, creative corner, possibly TV, but I will leave that for your discretion because me personally, I haven't put a TV in my child's room because you just do not know what they're watching, and you just can't control it. So I'd rather not. I just think a bedroom is a space for sleeping and, as I said, creativity, not for watching TV. We can do that in the living room, but that's up to your discretion as a parent. But yeah, that option is also there. And then a space for kind of dressing up. You know, kids love dressing up, especially little girls. So yeah, if you have a space where you put all their clothes and dressing up corner, make believe, it can really tie in very well. But the most important part I would say is just don't do too much. If you do have another area where you can allow them to play and have more furniture pieces that are for play, then do that. But if this is your only room, as much as you can, try and minimize what you've put in there. Have good storage solutions as well. So at the end of the day, when they're going to bed, you can put them all in and pack them away. IKEA do really good storage solution wardrobes, and they look very seamless and put together. So you know, you can also jazz it up, upscale it so that it goes with the feel of the room. If you want something quite traditional, you can put some paneling on it, but make sure that there is ample amount of storage so you can put things away and hide them, because kids love to make mess. No matter no matter how much you try it, they love to make mess. So I would say definitely do that, but it's inevitable. But as best as you can, just have the minimum if you can. I'm trying to be realistic here. I don't want to say things that are just not realistic. But yeah, so now just look at this room, how it has developed. Look how, you know, we've definitely been intentional with the spaces. We've used each space very, very well. It's definitely conducive for sleep. It's definitely a space for the child to be creative. But most of all, it's aesthetically pleasing. It's stylish. And I've gone with a very neutral tone here so that it can meet many types of design styles that you may have. I try not to go kind of singular with trying to add too much vintage or traditional elements in there. This can be used in any type of aesthetic home. So yeah, tying this in just looks really nice. And yeah, we can follow the child through, as I said, to routines. And what's really nice about wallpaper as well is that you can easily, if you get a quality one, you can easily take it off and you can just put something else there that fits the child's needs at that time. Definitely include your child when you are doing this as well, because you don't want it to be a space that they hate, because that's not going to help them feel relaxed either. So definitely include them in it. And even if they're picking something, they're just like, ugh, that is not AP, because I say that to my kids as well. That's not really going with the theme here. You're not getting the assignment. But obviously, kids will be kids. It's fine. Bring that in, but then just try and kind of morph it into what you're doing. I don't know. I can't give an example, but yeah, it could be a teddy bear or a toy that they particularly like. That's fine. Just let it stay there as a statement piece. It could be a piece of art for them. But yeah, definitely tie that in and bring them into the design as well. Now, I hope you like this. I hope it has given you some ideas. I really like to develop in this. I've done many kids' rooms for clients, and I love doing kids' rooms. It's just nice and fun and very creative. But I do try and add those elements that I've discussed already, trying to kind of make it a little bit more subdued and aesthetically pleasing. Now, follow me on Instagram, as I've said in the beginning of the video, which I almost forgot. Make sure you subscribe to this video, and yeah, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed watching this, if you've got some other tips that I may have not considered, and also if you want to see more videos, let me know and put it in the comment box. Now, I will see you in another video. Bye.